EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get things started in the NFC West with LA making the trip to the desert to take on Arizona. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front as the two teams have gone to halftime. The Cards hoping to get into the win column for the first time this year as they play in front of their home crowd. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And you can see they trail in that one as that game's gone to halftime. Stephon Diggs, a touchdown catch in that first half. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Cam Newton has thrown a touchdown pass. In our game has been Jameis Winston, who's been on target in the first half. His guys are out in front as we send you back up to the Pacific Northwest, where we rejoin Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 9, Wilson got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some musket on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. A give, the first man through, Gillespie, the fullback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. So great play there, obviously because of the loss. We had your free safety coming up to make the tackle.
Great observation, because one of the cliches is that every defensive coach tells us in run defense we need all 11 to the ball in order to handle it. Well, how often does the free safety begin dropping into the box? Not very often. So he did a nice job diagnosing and getting involved.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And that is caught for the 2 points. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Individually, he's done his thing with the 2 touchdowns. Bottom line, though, they're losing.
Seems to me that they need to get the ball to him a little bit more. Hey, you're right. He's done his part. They might need a little bit extra from him in order for them to try and get back into this game.
Maybe a 3rd, maybe a 4th touchdown. We'll see. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Winston. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Winston on 3rd and 2. James has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Winston now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
So that one will be accepted.
Get ready. Automatic 1st down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Winston. Complete, the tight end Kelce. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Winston now. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the 29, Wilson. This pass complete to Higgins. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Wilson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action. Winston. Got his man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's Williams on the catch. Williams loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried to